Hey guys, Camfree15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another One Piece anime English dub update for you guys, and things like that. And we got another English dub, Voyage, batch, English episode stuff, coming out and things like that. Sorry for that quick interruption. We got a new batch of episodes now officially dropping on Microsoft storefronts right now, and that is Season 14, Voyage 6, which contains episodes 953 to 964. As I'm going on the Funimation app, just to refresh my memory on what episodes those cover, as I'm going to the One Piece tab, Season 14. Episode 953. Looking. 953. 953 to 6 to 964. Okay. If you watch the subversion, it pretty much is ending off the portion with the Udon prison stuff and then the preparations before the raid on Onigashima. And then the last few episodes, I think I saw the last 3 or 4 episodes will start to contain the Kozuki Oden flashback, which was pretty long in the anime, but not too long. It's kind of things like that. So even though the freaking images promoting this batch release is pretty much like of Odin and Roger and Whitebeard and things like that, technically it's still present content with like 3 or 4 episodes of the backstory, but that's what you can expect. And if you're blind to One Piece, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see the preparations the Straw Hats and the Alliance make before they go fight the Beast Pirates, to pretty much end off the arc. So yes, in a way the arc is getting to the end, but it's still not in the end. It's in like the beginning phases. Heck, in the subversion, the raid is still going on, but things are starting to clean up and we're getting close to the final battle, which I cannot wait for that moment. And then obviously, like I said, the last few episodes of this batch, if you are blind to this, I know I'm kind of spoiling things, but not really spoiling things, but you're getting the backstory of Momonosuke's father, Kozuki Oden, and pretty much the backstory, like any One Piece backstory. We'll talk about the man that was Oden, and pretty much the rise that he got in Wano, obviously, to what the hell happened to why Wano ended up in the way it ended and why he ultimately died trying to save the country. But hey, I'll take it. It's another batch, coming out, for more One Piece English dub content. This was kind of a little bit of a wait for some people, to be honest. But honestly, I applaud you guys, the viewers, for not always asking me in the comment section when's the next Voyage drop, which is like I always say, guys, just be patient and wait, and when the news comes, the news will come. I will make a video about it as fast as I can. Now, the reason why I didn't make a video earlier today is I worked pretty much today. So yes, which I think was the only other thing that's different from the last few batches I did. Now I work, so I had to get this video up later in the day, but obviously these videos do big in the views because a lot of people want to get the news updates. But as like I said, just be patient, wait, you'll get your update video when there's news that comes out on Twitter or social media that they're dropping more episodes and things like that. So yeah, we're getting close to the raid. I'm definitely, again, we're getting super close. I don't know how the dub is going to handle things going forward when they eventually do catch up to where the anime currently is at. I could see it where maybe they're like an episode or two behind, probably typically with how dubbed stuff go. Most dubbed animes, if they want to do a simulcast dub alongside the sub, um, they'll probably, or a simul dub, I guess that's better than simulcast. But they want to do a simul dub. Typically, the dub will be 2 to 3 episodes, maybe 4 episodes behind the sub version. I definitely could see that being the case for One Piece. If they want to do a weekly simul dub, that's the only question that I would love to ask Funimation slash Crunchyroll. Like, are you gonna have a weekly simul dub, or are you just gonna wait till, like, say, a good chunk of subbed episodes are done, then you just continue doing batch episodes, which that would suck because that means you would have to wait maybe every 12, 13 episodes for One Piece subbed episodes to be done, and then maybe potentially a few months you get the dub episodes. I personally would do a simul dub because that just makes things more efficient, but if it's too taxing on these voice actors, especially with the many various roles that they got to do in other animes that they may dub, that's kind of the thing. So maybe that prevents them from doing a simul dub. I don't know. We'll just have to find out as these batches continually drop, but we're getting closer and things like that. So yeah, which it kind of leads me to another quick discussion. I don't know if you saw that tweet if you were on Twitter, but I guess there's a One Piece fan by the name of Geo. He talked about a moment in the dub version. I think it was when Luffy was speaking to the people with the plague virus or whatever. He made a comment pretty much kind of like shitting on the English dub, mostly shitting on Colleen Clinkenbeard's, voice performance as Luffy, and things like that. And obviously, if you know the English dub, there are a lot of people that, well, not a lot of people, but there are people in the One Piece community when it comes to the English dub that does not prefer the Colleen Clinkenbeard voice of Luffy. I'm not trying to, start something with the guy or anything. I already made a tweet replying back already about it, but my whole thing about the English dub and things like that when it comes to One Piece, is it everybody's cup of tea? No, it's not everybody's cup of tea. It might not be a One Piece fan's cup of tea because of certain voice performances. Most people, they just go straight up and say, I like the other voices, I just don't like Luffy's voice. Now my only question is, well then, who the hell would you replace Colleen Clinkenbeard for? Personally, like I said, I said in my tweet, I think Colleen Clinkenbeard does a really great job as the voice actor of Luffy. Like, if you go watch the videos behind the scenes on YouTube, she literally goes in depth saying, like, the Luffy voice is hard on her voice. It is hard on her throat, pretty much. And there's only certain takes, or there's only a certain amount of takes she can do doing the voice of Luffy, because it affects her voice, because it's a woman trying to play a guy character. And I give her all the props and the respects in the world for doing that. And I think she's a great voice actor too. In all the other roles, not just Luffy, but, if you saw that tweet, by Geo, listen, my thing is this: if you don't prefer the dub, or the dub is not your cup of tea, don't comment or don't shit on the English dub and because you see a clip of the dub and you just don't like it. If you don't like watching the English dub of One Piece, don't watch it. Move on about your day and continue watching the sub. That's why I always tell people when it comes to English dub versus sub, I don't really have a set preference. I don't really like to engage in this sub versus dub in terms of what version is better. Is the sub version better? Is the dub version better? Listen, everybody has their own preference. If you like the sub version of an anime, continue watching the sub version. If you like the dub version of an anime, continue watching the dub. If you like both, watch both. There's no need to shit on either or then it becomes a sub versus dub crowd, and then you have your sub elitists, obviously, that go against the dubs and things like that. And that's typically more of that. There are more sub elitist people who watch anime and consistently shit on English dubs, saying, "Oh, it's not as good as the sub version." It's kind of like the competition between the manga elitists and the anime people. You just have a crowd that's just enjoying what they like to watch, and you have other people just shitting on it because, oh, they don't like it. So listen, if you prefer the sub version and you're watching this video, hey, I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying, don't go out of your way to watch a clip of the dub and just freaking shit on it and make a backhanded comment shitting on a voice actor's performance. Listen, are some voice actors' performances, not as good as others? Yeah. But, okay, if you don't like Colleen Clinkenbeard's impersonation or her voice of Luffy, well then, don't watch the dub. No more. Just move on, go on about your life, and just continue watching the subbed. Or if you just have to watch the dub because you want to hear how the dub makes it sound, well then, move on. Listen, if you watched my past, English dub update videos, the one thing I've said is I don't like the Colleen Clinkenbeard voice for the Gear 4th Luffy. I just don't like that. I think it sounds weird, and I don't like how they made her give an accent. But really, that's more on the direction. But, I don't openly go out my way shitting on the voice actor Colleen Clinkenbeard saying, oh, her voice sucks. I just said I don't like the voice. I would honestly take the voice in a different direction, but hey, there's nothing you can really do about it. It is what it is at the end of the day. I'll still watch it as much as it does irk me, but it doesn't bother me to where I'm saying it's the end of the world. So listen, if you don't like the dub and you don't like the voice, especially the voice of Luffy in the dub, hey, don't watch it no more. I think Colleen Clinkenbeard does a great job as Luffy, and I'm gonna give her a props. She's one of my favorite voice actors in just anime in general, and I think it's kind of a disservice just to freaking say a backhanded comment pretty much shitting on her voice because you just don't like the way she voices Luffy. And it's not the way that you would think Luffy would be voiced. It's kind of like in the same acumen as Justin Briner's Deku. Most people who watch the dub for My Hero, they don't like Justin Briner's impersonation of Deku. I like his voice of Deku. But to each his own, it is what it is. You can't win it all and you can't convince people. But the only thing I can say is if you don't like something, don't watch it. You're not forced to watch the dub. You can literally bypass it and not pay attention to it. So that's kind of my own kind of words of wisdom type of thing, because I saw that tweet and I was kind of a little pissed off, no need to say this. No need to say this. Just keep it to yourself and move on. If you don't like it, just say in a tweet, I don't prefer the voice of Luffy. It doesn't resonate with me well, but I can tell the voice actor's putting a lot into the voice of Luffy. You don't need to say a backhanded comment dissing the voice actor because you don't like her voice of Luffy. So it is what it is at the end of the day, and we can only move on. But Voyage 14, Season 14, Voyage 6 is now out on Microsoft storefronts. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you want to go see the episodes, just go buy them. Again, personally, I'd save my money, wait for it to come out on Funimation if you have a premium account, and you can go watch the episodes. But if you're in a rush to see those episodes, well then you're going to be shelling over a little bit of cash on Microsoft storefronts, and you'll be buying them. So yeah, but other than that, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day. Peace.